Now sirens gave her chills and spurred her to activity. She got out of bed and crossed her studio apartment to the kitchen area in the dark, stood staring at the glowing 24-inch white stove. Tea? The stove was so clean it looked new. When she'd first invited Joseph to dinner after a year of coffee shops and movies, he'd examined the garbage, swearing she'd ordered in. Everything on the kitchen side of the studio was white, except the curtain in front of the tiny window. That was red, a crinkly, glittery material that looked like a Slurpee and made her laugh and cry. No tea, water. The room came softly into focus when she turned on the pink lights of the ceiling fixture. The two adjoining walls that defined the bedroom side were turquoise. The third corner, what Joseph called her work and play area, was covered with a thickly padded red area rug and scattered with red and turquoise cushions. A chrome gooseneck desk lamp sat on the floor nearby. Francine went to the closet and pulled out a shoebox for boots. She didn't have the boots, had taken the box from a neighbor's trash, another way she supplemented her income from McDonald's, being an unofficial janitor and errands woman for other tenants in her building. She took the box to the rug and sat down, irrationally afraid, as always, that she would find nothing inside. Gently, she coaxed the contents onto her lap. The child's coat was beautiful, of the softest yellow cashmere she could find. The stitches were so uniform, they didn't look like she had sewn them by hand. The dress was almost finished. She smoothed the fabric out on her thighs. Embroidered rainbows scalloped the hem on yellow silk so finely woven and pale it looked like the first light of dawn. Francine hummed as she worked, not sleepy at all. Juanita carefully stepped around the limbs of the children sprawled on the playroom floor. "Mrs. Logan, telephone for you." Rebecca Logan took the phone without a word and went into the children's room. 5 cots and 2 cribs left a narrow walkway for pacing. She patted her hair lightly, aware that her gray roots were showing, as if the caller could see her. She hoped it was a client and she could unload one of these brats soon. Hell, she'd even throw in a cot. "Hello, Logan Adoptions. This is Mrs. Logan." There was a jelly stain on her cream-colored blouse and peanut butter under her short, blunt fingernails. Sneakers, for Christ's sake. She'd been reduced to wearing sneakers. "Rebecca, honey, I need another one," Ralph whispered. His voice was low and hoarse. He'd been smoking a lot and probably drinking too. She pictured him hunched over his messy desk in the far corner of the restaurant kitchen, where he could see the menu he planned being created under his exacting glare. His bushy eyebrows would be drawn together over gunmetal gray eyes that constantly circled and searched for something new, something better, something that would take him from struggling entrepreneur to chef of the year. He was probably squeezing that stupid handball in his right hand, keeping his knife hand strong. "I can't, Ralph. Enough is enough. Somebody's going to start asking questions." "Oh, come on." She knew he hadn't meant to yell when she heard him suck in a lungful of Marlboro Red. Becca, what I mean is nobody asked before. Remember? And I mean nobody. Don't you get it? Nobody cares. She heard him self-medicate. More tobacco, more vodka. Please, Becky, please. You want me to beg? All right, I'll beg. I'm begging you. All I need is one more chance and big monies in the bag. Stable money the day after tomorrow. I'd be a corporate account. We'd be their preferred restaurant. Worth well over 60 grand a month. You hear me, Becca? 60. I just need to hook them. That's all. Easy. After that, I'll work my usual magic. You know me. Top of the class. The one to watch. Well, this time it'll work. I've got the location, the decor, the skills. I can do it. But I need to wow them on Thursday. This is the last time, I swear. Please, honey, please. He drew the last word out like a love song. Their song. Rebecca realized she was clenching her jaw so tightly. Her upper plate was hurting her gums. Her left knee felt a little weak, and she began to feel dizzy. The damn little cots were too low to sit on and too hard to get up from. Her doctor said she was overstressed and she'd better retire soon if she wanted the rest of her life to be worth living. But she couldn't afford to retire. Not yet. If she placed 3 more children this year, then maybe. But not before that. With the take on 3 of the right children, she could make the last balloon payment on the condo. With housing expenses taken care of, they'd be all right. Not particularly good, but all right. Whether Ralph got this new restaurant, his 6th, off the ground or not. She turned back towards the door, refusing to deal with Ralph's pleading. She didn't even like talking about it over the phone. No, Ralph, no, she said, returning to the playroom, raising her voice. I gotta go. One of the kids is crying. I gotta go by.